Silence will
Sync, sync, sync,
fall.
sync, sync, sync. Hello, this is Hexbie, and I'm here with Wryfighter or Ethan.
Hey,
Hey. And,
you couldn't see it, but I like pointed at the camera thing.
camera. You don't even have a camera, it's a
Well,
microphone.
that's what I use it as my mic.
Oh, well. Anyway, we're starting a new thing, and it's going to be a podcast, except I'm
That's
going to
right.
put Half-Life footage to it, so we're multitasking.
I call it the
Starting a new
half
thing.
cast, but he's gonna name it something lame like Hexbee's podcast or something.
Yeah, Hexbie's podcast. Get it? It's a joke. Broadcast podcast. Oh man, it's interchangeable.
Huh. What? Whoa.
Whoa! Anyway, so on this, we're going to be kind of telling, a little bit of public service announcements like this, and then we're going to tell stories and just have fun, Yeah, just.
It'll be just like we're talking in real life, but we're actually in completely different places.
Whoa! Well, not completely different
Yeah, you're like on the other side of
town.
the neighborhood.
Anyway, so let's hop into our first example story. So,
All right. I was looking online, right?
All right.
Like I don't know what website I was on, but I saw that the Hobbit has already beaten out the box office for the Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers.
Jeez. And I don't know, I've been walking around, I just see people like with the books being read and whatever, but anyway, so me and Ethan went to the Hobbit on the midnight release.
Oh, it was terrible. No, it wasn't terrible. It was awesome, but it was a Thursday, so and it went into like 4 in the morning. So we had to go to school the next day.
I know.
It was terrible.
And anyway, when we were walking in, we immediately saw some awesome things like like
Guy dressed as Gandalf.
yeah, like the Snuggy Gandalf guy.
So true. Big gray snuggy beard, hat, staff. It didn't really look like a staff though. It was more like a plank.
Like a plunger handle. I don't know.
It's something like that.
Anyway,
Got that in your mind? Yeah, good. There was
Right.
also people. Did you see the guys who had Hobbit capes?
Oh, I didn't. There were Hobbit capes.
Yeah, they were wearing Hobbit capes, so I was really happy.
Like, how were they? Were they capes with hobbits on them, or were they like Frodo's face on the back of a cape?
No, that would be awesome. No, like you know how you read The Hobbit, right?
Yeah, sure.
Of course you have. But you know how all the dwarves come in and they hang up their capes?
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing. They had the leaves, which was the mark of being a hobbit.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't even see those.
But
Anyway.
okay, so we got our popcorn and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And we go into the movie and we sit down, and there was tons of people, but we got awesome spots, and we just kind of sat there. And people were yelling, and stupid people are at the movie, just like every midnight premiere. And there's people yelling for people named like what was his name?
Jerry or something. I don't know.
Jerry. He was like, "Oh, Jerry!" And just
Stay
pointing
with
at
us,
some.
Jerry.
It was just some random guy, and we were like, "Oh no, Jerry, come sit with us." Except
And,
we were saying it really quietly.
And yeah, it was kind of awesome. Like I saw some guy playing StarCraft on a Mac, and it was like, these are
Oh,
our
yeah.
people. And
Oh,
anyway, so we were kind of thinking, and one of the guys who were yelling for Jerry or whatever, he puts his hands in the air and then flicks his wrists at a.
yeah, like in the projector, it was. Oh, I got really angry because that stuff really bothers me, and so it was like next person who does that is going to get hit in the face by Gandalf's staff, and it's gonna suck for them. And we kept we laughed about that for a little bit, and then somehow we related the weird hand movie thing, like flick. I wish I could show you.
How do I describe it? It's like a 90-degree angle flip, like simultaneous, like hand movement to either side. It's like you raise your hands above your head, and then just flap them about, basically.
Yeah. And we related that to Gandalf, and so we kept going through Gandalf scenes, of the rings, and having him do this stupid little hand gesture thing. So it was like, I am not a conjurer of cheap tricks. Flap,
Flippy,
flap,
flippy,
flap,
flippy,
flap, flap, flap.
Anyway, so
We're like, no, you're not even, or you shall not pass. Flap, 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 flap. Or You see Gandalf coming over the hill with the riders of Rohan. Blah, 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 blah.
Anyway, so I kind of have a challenge. I want to make this like a thing. I want people to flap.
You want people to flap.
I want people to flap. I want
You
this
have to yell, flap and yell Gandalf quotes.
I want this to be a respected thing. I don't know how to describe it.
He's pretty much saying a meme, but a real life meme.
Yeah. I want it to become a trend. There you go. I want it to.
It's the internet. Call it a meme.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. It's a meme. And IRL, meme IRL.
Memeral.
Memeral, mackerel.
Memeral. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, do we have any other stories? I guess.
I'm sure we do.
And so we were trying to describe. My dad is not a big Lord of the Rings fan, but when we hopped into the car because he picked us up to head back home. When we hopped in the car, he was trying to ask us about the movie, and then just not understanding anything. Like,
That's so true. Yeah.
he just kind of nodded and smiled.
Like, oh yeah.
So, oh yeah, that I remember that.
That's right. I went to see it the next night with Llama Music for those guys who don't know. Calvin Llama Music, and I don't know. It was just not as good. I actually almost fell asleep, and I never fall asleep during movies. And then later I went to go see it again, like during the week, and one of my friends was like, "What's the difference between a hobbit and a dwarf?"
This is
Yeah.
the sound of me face palming.
Yeah, I had to do that, and I took a short friend, I took a less short friend, and I took me, and I was like, "You are a hobbit," to the short friend, and I went, "You are a dwarf," to the less short friend, and I go, "And I am a wizard."
Don't forget the did you do the beard disclaimer kind of thing? Like hobbits don't have beards. Hobbits are always cleanly shaven. I have never seen a hobbit with a beard.
You know what made me mad?
What?
That it was either Feely or Keely that didn't have a full beard.
Was he the
Well,
one?
neither of them did. Like there was one he had like scruffy stuff, but he didn't have like
Oh
a beard.
yeah. They I remember that.
It made me mad. I was like, dwarves are supposed to have beards.
They just had like an aftershave kind of thing going on, like Aeropostale models or something. I don't know.
Feely, Keely.
Posing on the beach.
Aeropostale of Middle Earth.
So this is another story. So I'm not a guy that wears Aeropostale. I just kind of wear baggy clothes and stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he does.
so
Something like that.
I was at this school dance, and they're calling off raffles from random students. And
Oh.
so I see all these I see all these awesome like $10 to Target, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And,
The free movie.
Best Buy and
Ice cream.
and so they're like, they call my name and they're like, $10 to Aeropostale.
No, it was American Eagle.
It was an American Eagle.
Yeah, and then you just kind of threw it on the ground.
No, I ended up tossing it up in front of. I went up to a big group of preppier people and chucked it up in the air like, who wants it? And there were elbows at least, being thrown.
Elbowing you.
I want $10 to American Eagle. It only costs, ridiculous to buy anything there. 10% of anything there.
I can buy like half a belt.
Perfect.
A candy bar. American Eagle candy bar.
I just pictured like Feely or Keely posing with a candy bar, like a like a Wonka kind of like I don't know.
No, it can't be big. It has to be like a little Snickers bar. It has to be
Proportional.
like American Eagle candy.
It has to be
This
proportional.
is a new thing. Somebody needs to call American Eagle.
Do you suppose dwarfs ever go on diets? Like,
Oh?
do they ever eat dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate?
Ooh. Probably. If
I
it's
mean,
there, they'll probably eat it. They wouldn't care to make the decision, like to switch between them. You know?
yeah, I know. They've gone too deep. I don't know, dark, deep, similar.
Deep chocolate.
Oh,
If
that
I ever go
sounds
into a if I ever join a chat room, that's my name.
deep.
Deep chocolate.
And you've gotta purposely lower your voice lower, so it's like
Hey,
deep.
deep chocolate. How's it going?
Uh,
You know, I was watching a stream once, and you know how the streams have like a constant chat going?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I was saying something, and my screen name's Wryfighter, and then somebody goes, I said something, and then somebody goes, I think Wryfighter's black.
Yes, perfect.
And I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm very white.
What did you say to provoke that exactly?
I don't even know. I think the guy who was streaming was saying something about cornbread, and I like responded to it, and they were like, "Oh, I think Wryfighter's black."
I
And I
like
was like, "No."
because apparently African Americans like cornbread. That's right, folks. You heard it here. Um,
Oh, that was a facepalm.
oh, like
Facepalm counter number 2.
ding, ding, ding.
That's a thing. Facepalm counter.
Anyway, so I'm gonna say this on the podcast, so I get committed to do it. Coming up, we're going to do something with amnesia. Yeah, and
No, it's
like a community thing, and I'm not sure if it's on my channel or not. Also, I'm gonna put in a plug for the lonely guys. I'm in them, not
me
literally.
too.
That would be gross.
Me too.
I'm
I'm also
within the group.
I'm acquainted to them.
Yes,
No, I'm within the inner circle as well.
yes, and we're just gonna screw around in Minecraft at some point.
I hope.
Whenever we get stuff done.
I believe amnesia should also go up onto that.
No, but.
But it can go on yours too.
Okay, there you go. This is me stretching. You can hear it. Hear my vertebrae aligning or unaligning, probably unaligning. Anyway,
You know, everybody has that one thing that holds them back. For me, it's the vertebrae. I try and stretch and they just lock up.
so
So
your vertebrae holds your back, and you
You're right.
back.
yep.
It holds. Get it? It's a pun, right? Your back.
Whoa.
Your back. You back. Yeah. No. Boomch. Face
No.
palm. Number 3.
Ding.
So, on my screen right now, since I can't just record what I'm getting through my headphones, I'm on the Half-Life source page, or title screen, and
Yeah.
I'm just seeing Morse Code Monster. I don't know if you know him, but he just kind of makes very loud noises, and it's really threatening, to be honest. It's like this gigantic tentacly thing. Yeah, are you
Okay.
Googling him right now?
Oh yeah.
Alright, there you go.
No, I spelled monster.
Monster. It's the Monstro Mash. Graveyard Smash.
No, that's Frankenstein. That's Reggie from Nintendo.
Okay.
Say his name again.
Oh, I don't actually know his name. I called him Morse Code Monster just because. Yeah.
Did you say Morse code?
Yes, Morse Code Monster.
It's Morse.
Morse? Is it seriously? How-
Morse.
How long have I been just saying Morris instead of Morse?
I don't know.
However many years I've been alive, which hasn't 14 years for the record. I don't. plus several, to say the least. Mystery
Plus
age.
several.
Plus several.
Several. How old are you? Several. That's the thing.
Several teen. How old are you?
I'm 20 several.
Old, old enough. Old enough to do what? To party. I don't know.
Yep.
Probably haven't seen that movie. Anyway, so see you guys later. I guess we're just gonna close it off. I don't think there will ever be smooth close-offs in this podcast, but Whatevs. See you guys later.
Whatevs.
Ba-dum.